meat, butchery, blood, something burning, something hellish. Everyone is damned in this place. You start with the script. I mean, that's the thing you've got in your hand that everybody has. You open the book and on the first page it says, you know, I think it says an old North London house.
Just a living room. It is a living room, but that had a quality of something else. And in our case, we went for a kind of sacrificial space based on blood. I try and find some kind of visual world based entirely on character. Max, who is the extraordinary centre of the play, he was a butcher. Very, very proudly a butcher, an East London butcher, from a line of East London butchers. His father was one too. None of his sons are. That's interesting. From that, John Bausor referenced Francis Bacon, an artist of also the 60s.
And that sense of blood that's in his work, that sense of decay, that sense of fire that's in his work is very similar. That sense of man going through this kind of anguish and angst and screaming most of the time is kind of what these men are doing. I was looking at a lot of meat imagery as a result of that, and it's in Bacon, hanging flesh, kind of stripped flesh, carcasses. How do you do enough so that people get something interesting out of it and it resonates without going kind of forcing them down this is the concept and this is the idea and we're in a butcher's and it's all bloody. Can you not tell everybody? You know, kind of the Alton Towers experience of Pinter. Next to the doorway is some hanging coats. They're real 60s coats, but they've been made to look like hanging carcasses of meat. So they've got a very bloody feel to them. It might be that we'll put it on stage, we put the actors on stage and it's too much, and I have to take them away or take them down. But it's an interesting place to start, and it's an interesting journey to go on. How far are we taking it?
So we've arrived at something that I'm very happy with, that is both absolutely real. It's not trying to expressionistically tell the audience anything, but this just has that resonance. I was also wrestling with the fact that The Homecoming is normally a play done in a proscenium theatre, with a full living room, walls, the full thing. Stage
design has to have a kind of dialogue with not only the audience, but also the room that it's sitting in. We're in this kind of big, blonde, romantic, wooden theatre, and it's trying to have that dialogue with that space. So the charring has really helped with that, is that the burnt place, we've got lots of burnt wood on the stage, and it goes, and it kind of continues through the set, but also into the railings of the theatre. So I've replaced a couple of railings completely and just set fire to them. So we've kind of got these kind of elements that kind of continue through and make the space work as an entire room rather than just the theatre and a stage.
The intimacy of the Swan will make for a very exciting experience because it'll be a bit like you're in the living room. The Swan acts as one room. I think anyone who's been in it will know that you feel like you're in a room, basically, with a bunch of other people. Some of whom are acting, some of whom are watching. It's in your face, everybody. It's no longer behind this beautiful frame that we can all hide behind and kind of sit back and fall asleep in our kind of comfy cinema chairs. It should have that stuffiness about it, that kind of, that warmth. I don't know, it's that warmth that when you're kind of stuck too long in your grandparents' house as a kid, going, I need to escape, it's too hot in here. It's got that sense about it.